place to try stuff out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad I messaged you today, or you messaged, because I didn't want to. Hey.
Hi.
I didn't want to cancel, but I was like not feeling it, but then sometimes you push yourself to do things.
All right, Logan Vegan, how's everybody doing tonight?
All
yeah.
Right.
Woo! We got Northsiders over here or Southsiders? Northsiders, I'm gonna
West
guess.
Sider.
Oh, all right. I'm in the wrong side of the city.
West Side. This is like Humble Parks right there.
Oh, you're right. I'm more accustomed to the South Side. This is kind of my first time being out and about in this area for probably like the last 8 years. Kind of a hermit.
Really?
A little bit about myself.
Good question.
Yes, sir.
How did you end up here tonight, or how did you find out about this?
Well, Google. Google is a wonderful tool for any upstarting comedian trying to see what's going on around town. My regular crawl is Reggie's. So Reggie's at night, usually around 12 o'clock. But I got work in the morning. So
yeah, this is like an interesting one because it's not a bar.
Exactly. And I want to try out a different crowd than what I'm usually kind of used to, a little bit on the edgy side. So I'm kind of trying a little bit more lighter material. I'm not saying dry bar, but you know, close enough. Cool. But a little bit about myself. I love cats. I love marijuana, and I'm addicted to my phone. But that's just like the short term kind of thing. Introduction to myself. I'm still kind of working as a stand-up version. This is my second time on the mic, so thank you. Well, one of my favorite shows watching is The Walking Dead. And I'm not sure if you guys are completely familiar with this show, but it is really dark. There's people eating each other, there's zombies eating each other, there's people eating other people, people stabbing each other, people shooting each other, all kinds of crazy stuff, you know? But it's never affected me, not emotionally. Only one time have I actually had an emotional reaction, and it was over the death of a CGI tiger. And I'm not gonna lie, it broke me. I was pretty unconsolable, and my roommates rushed into my bedroom saying, "What's wrong? Pedro, why are you crying?" I'm like, "The tiger, she sacrificed herself for the king." Why? So, you know, that's kind of the fan base that we kind of are as far as the Walking Dead fans. Like, we can see all kinds of horrible things happen to other people, but God forbid it happens to a dog, then we're gonna riot. So yeah, just, you know, I have a weak spot for animals, you know, and you know, sometimes I see certain scenes and I'm just like, put down the baby and go rescue the goat, you know, like, fuck the baby. Who has a kid during the zombie apocalypse anyways? This is one of the most irresponsible things you could really do, because that kid is only going to grow up to be two things: zombie food or become another zombie. And one of the worst things, in my opinion, is that they are nothing more than the ditto bell for the zombies. And now we're all fucked because you guys didn't know how to fucking pull out. Don't be silly, wrap your woman, please. I kind of envy gay people a little bit. And the reason I say that is because they're the only ones in the hood, in my neighborhood, who can get away with wearing colors. Me, unfortunately, if I wear anything that's not black or gray, I automatically have a target on my back. But I imagine a gay gangster being kind of like a gay ninja. You know, you're definitely gonna see them coming. Let me see what else I got here. So, has anybody here ever overused a catchphrase or a word that it starts kind of affecting your life drastically? Imagine being Robert De Niro, and every single time somebody talks to you, you're like, "You talking to me?" Well, he's like 80 years old now, so he's probably more like, "What? You talking to me? Well, I can't hear you. What?" Well, for me,
I have a friend who says one that I never heard before that I want to start using. He says big time a lot.
show me the money.
Like, you talk about somebody like, "Oh, should we do that?" He's like, "Oh yeah, big time.
Big time. Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna start using that. Big time.
I love that one. That's a good one. For me, it wasn't really a word. It's more like a sound. It's meow. I ran out of particularly, I reference that as far as when I'm texting somebody, particularly like a girl or something, and the conversation's getting really dead. I'll throw out a meow, just the word meow, and a little cat emoji next to it. And at first, it works out pretty well. They're like, "Oh, that's so cute, kitty cat, meow," you know. But after a little while, they kind of get wise to it and they start asking questions. They're like,
no other words.
What do you mean by meow? Why is it that whenever there's nothing to talk about, you just send a meow text and you expect me to reply? And I was like, well, what does meow mean when a cat says it? Either I'm hungry,
Good point.
I'm horny, or I want some attention. So either you're gonna give me one of those things, three things, or I feel like I identify now as an alley cat. I'm just, I want to come back in, please. Yeah. But, that's what I mean by overusing the cat word or catchphrase a little bit too much, you know?
And Robin, who's always here, she would love all the cat material.
Yeah, I'm a big cat guy. One of the worst drugs that you could do in a bad neighborhood is acid, and not for the kind of reasons that you would imagine, but well, I will tell you a little bit of the story. So I'm flying high at 4 tabs, and I'm having the time of my life. I'm already more than halfway home. I'm like almost like 2 blocks away from my house, and I'm flying on my bicycle, and from the corner of my eye, I see a black leprechaun get in front of my bicycle.
Chelsea?
Yeah.
I see a black leprechaun cross my path, and I'm like, whoa, I'm tripping really hard. I need to stop. Oh snap! It wasn't a hallucination. It was a 12-year-old kid with a gun. He's like, run that shit. I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy. Here, take it all. I got a family. I got people who love me at home. He takes my stuff and he runs off, and I'm like totally put off. And I look to my left and I see somebody who saw the whole thing go down. And I'm gonna do my best impression of how he approached me. He's like, "You just get robbed? He just steal your shit? You want me to call the police?" I was way too hyped for that shit. So I flew my ass right back home, turned on some Nickelodeon, went under my blankets, and yeah, no, that acid saved my life that night.
The acid helped?
Oh yeah, without that, God forbid, I would have been more nervous than the kid was. That acid saved my life that night. So, as a younger kid, when I thought what I wanted to be when I grew up, I wanted to be a pro wrestler, but not for the same reasons that most kids want to be a pro wrestler for. Not for all the big muscles or the gold or all the women. No. What I loved the most about wrestling as a kid was watching the heels absorb the hate and just spit it right back at the audience. Just hearing them all just absorb all those boos. So if you could kind of humor me and give me the best boos that you got, I would really appreciate that, so I could relive my. Yeah, thank you. I bet you guys don't even know how to spell boo. I bet you don't even know how many syllables are even in boo. Every breath that I take without your permission raises my self-esteem. I seen what makes you cheer. Your boos mean nothing to me. I will kick Hulk Hogan in the balls. I did it once, and I'll do it again.
They do wrestling shows upstairs. Have you remember those?
For real? No way.
There's a couple different leagues, freelance and AAW.
AEW? I've heard of them before.
Yeah. I bet you'd like freelance wrestling. That league is funny and cool.
That sounds like right up my alley. I have probably one more piece of material I'll share with you. Has to do with an incident that happened to me a few years ago. It was the first winter of 2022, and I had such a hankering for some Mexican food. Like, just the minute I woke up, I'm like, I want some tamales. And my partner at the time tells me, it's snowing outside. Don't go out there. Stay home. I'll make you something. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. It's right around the corner. I'll be there just 2 seconds. I'll be back in no time. And don't even get a block away before I bust my shit and I break my ankle. And I mean, like, I knew there was something wrong because I could not get up. It was a nice ambulance ride, a little bit traumatic here and there. I'm just laying there watching my ankle with my bone sticking out. I'm thinking, man, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck more than I think it's gonna suck. But then they lay me down on the hospital bed and they tell me we're gonna inject you with some really strong drugs right now, and then we're gonna pop your ankle right back into place. Are you ready? I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Is it okay if I put on some music beforehand? Like, I mean, sure, go ahead. Like, you know. And me being the kind of person that I am, I've always looked up to Nirvana and Kurt Cobain, and I kind of in the back of my mind always wondered, I wonder how those hardcore drugs feel, you know? And then while I'm listening to this Nirvana music and they're shooting me up with this stuff, I cannot explain the feeling other than the word bliss. Don't recommend it. Go buy the drugs. Don't break your ankle. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, man. All right.
Thanks, homie.
Yeah, yeah.
Good job. Thanks.
Nice job. Thanks for coming, you guys. You know, we started in January.